Okay. Anyways, Gary, so step one is just to memorize all the shapes as block chords. Hello, darkness, my old friend. In the simplest configuration, I've come to talk with you again. You can sing it while you're doing it. Here comes your B over D sharp. All of your F sharps are over C sharp now, so that your hand has the minimum amount of motion. I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains, distinct the sound of silence. So with your right hand 100% with block chords, then your left hand. And let's talk about your right hand. This part you're nailing. This is the easiest part. Okay. Now here, to imitate the vocal, we have to roll up to this D sharp and then roll off it like this. So that's the exercise. And then contextualize it. It's still not perfect because vocals have certain inflections that pianists can't do. All F sharp on the thumb, even here. There I recommend holding the F sharp and just rolling through those melody notes. And then here you can kind of change hand positions. Play that whole melody from memory, note for note, perfectly. And I know you could do that, and then you started putting your hands together, and then you couldn't, because that's what happens. Then our brains wire it a little differently. Mm-hmm. So you keep unwiring it and rewiring it. See, you're an engineer. That's the metaphor I should have used. So then you want to try to do... this is a good layer of hands together to master. For this section, which is hard. Last thing here. D sharp minor. Now if you can get that, then you're good to go. And then you just have to slowly, one measure at a time, do the hands together with the actual arpeggio. And that's just, even for me, that's a pain in the ass. But you're already really good at this. You're better than I am at it, because you've been practicing all week. Here it's going to get hard. And then, so anyways, last thing is what we talked about last week was group 2. So you've worked hard in C, F, and G, which is group 1. You've worked hard in D, E, and A, which is group 2. But we talked about, we talked about all the groups. We talked about group 3. Good morning, Douglas. We talked about group 3, which is, it goes black, white, black. So that's D flat and C sharp minor. D flat. E flat's neighbor, same distribution. E flat minor or D sharp minor. E flat. A flat minor, or G sharp minor, that's A flat. So work on those just as arpeggios and chords. Don't worry about the scales. The 5-note scales are going to ruin your life and they're not worth your time. But then we talked about the group, the B group, because B and B flat are sort of mirror images of each other, right? So B major is white, black, black, and B flat is the opposite, black, white, white. So this confuses pianists for years and years because they're both B chords, but they look so different. So spend a moment with those two, major then minor, major then minor. And then finally, the oddball group is G flat, because there's no analog to G flat. It's all black keys when it's major, and then F sharp minor has a white key in the middle. So this is a group unto itself. Everything else has at least one chord that's like it, but not G flat.